Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Star Wars Wednesday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with Star Wars The Black Series Count Dooku. Thank you for watching this video, or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just to help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it. As we normally do here on Digital Caveman Presents, let's start with a look at the packaging. And as you can see, on the top, nothing but a hook. On the front, Star Wars The Black Series. And then a window showcasing some of the figure and accessories. Nice classic Black Series artwork there. Count Dooku. Warning! Don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there. 4 and up. Hasbro print. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. On this side, Count Dooku. And on this side, red, 107, Count Dooku. Assortment number. On the back, Star Wars The Black Series, number 107. Count Dooku! Count Dooku was a menacing Sith Lord and central figure in the Clone Wars. Once a Jedi, he became disillusioned with the Jedi Order and thirsted for greater power. There it is in some other languages. Attention, don't stick things in your French pie hole. Achtung, don't stick things in your other language pie holes. Includes figure and tool accessories. Some more small print, some more made in China print, some Disney print, and some Hasbro print. And that, my friends, completes a look at Count Dooku's packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And let's start off with the accessories. And here we have Count Dooku's lightsaber and handy dandy tweezers. And that red translucent type blade. And I think a really nice sculpt on his unique lightsaber handle. Or hilt. Cool. And of course, the blade is removable. Let me see if I can do it without breaking it. There we go. And of course, you know, it has that little ring on the peg to hold it in there. And then of course he has this little peg on his lightsaber hilt. And he does have this little hole here on his belt. And it's supposed to tab in there. And after stretching the hole out a little bit, it will peg onto his belt very securely. Like I said, I did have to stretch that hole out a little bit because the hole in the belt and the peg was just too big for the hole. And then the other accessory comes with is this lightsaber blade where it's like swinging it. And I think this is a pretty cool accessory. So that's pretty cool. Well, let's take a look at the figure himself. And I have to say, this is a great likeness of Christopher Lee. I really think that this really looks like Christopher Lee to me. Your mileage, of course, may vary, especially the eyes. Look at the eyes, piercing. And of course, he does have a nice soft goods cape. It's not wired or anything, but you know, you can fold it back at the shoulders to get it out of the way, or you know, you can bring it out full on and you know, full Dark Lord look there. I prefer it behind him. You can't really kind of, well, I guess you can kind of do that. Look where he kind of throws the cape behind him. You can do that a bit, but where the cape's sewn together shows when you do that. And the cape is not removable. The chain there is glued or pegged in really good, but I think it's just glued. That's fine though, because what's the count without his cape? And I really think this is a this is one of the nicest looking Black Series figures I think I have ever owned. And it all comes down to that face sculpt. It's just pretty dead on. I'm sure there's some aftermarket Christopher Lee heads that are more accurate, but this one, you know, for a mainline release, it's especially like those piercing eyes. Man. Now let's talk about his articulation. And then I'm jumping the shoulder. I ain't even covered the head yet. He will look up that high. He will look down that far. And his head is on a dumbbell. And the neck is also a separate piece. The neck and this collar on a ball joint there at the bottom. So he gets some waggle in there. I bet he chicken necks too. Yeah, he got some chicken neck going on too. He will do the full Exorcist. At the shoulder, he has a butterfly joint that will go back that far and forward that far. Shoulder rotates a full 360 degrees. And he will give you about 90 degrees up. At the elbow, it's on a hinge and swivel. It gives you better than 90 degrees bend and does give you a full 360 degree swivel. Oh, no, no, no. That's been a grave mistake, Obi-Wan. Now, at the waist, he's got a dumbbell. He'll crunch back that far, crunch forward just a tad. He will do a full 360 degree rotation. And he's got some hula in there too. Hula hula. Now at the hips, he'll give you that much of the splits. Kick forward that far. And back that far. Cut here at the upper thigh for a full 360 degree rotation. Hinge and swivel at the knee. The knee bend will give you a little better than 90 degrees, and swivel will give you a full 360 degrees of rotation. At the ankle, tilt down that far, tilt up that far, and of course, forward facing pin for rocker. Yeah, the more I mess with this figure, the more I'm liking it. I'm afraid your release will be hard to secure. That does it, my friends, for a look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review: comparisons. And let's start things off with Attack of the Clones, Anakin Skywalker. And Attack of the Clones, Obi-Wan Kenobi. quite tall. And here we have Phase 1 Clone Trooper, version 2. And from Clone Wars, we have the Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker. And Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. And here is the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And there I go bumping the camera. How does he compare up with other lines? Well, from Marvel Legends series, making his cameo appearance, here we have Stan the Man Lee. And I don't think he's any relation to Christopher Lee. From G.I. Joe Classified series, here we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. And for a 7-inch comparison, we have McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse 3 Jokers, the Joker, the Clown. And that, my friends, completes a look at comparisons. For final thoughts on Star Wars The Black Series, Count Dooku, the head sculpt and paint on this one are outstanding in my opinion. The articulation is fantastic for a Black Series figure. Especially with those butterfly joints in the shoulders and, you know, that full hula in the waist. And even his you know, the articulation of his hips is has a really good range in it. He's pretty spry for an old Jedi, or Sith Lord, that is. If you are a Star Wars fan, this guy definitely you need this guy. Especially if you're a fan of the prequels or the Clone Wars, or hell, if you're just a fan of Christopher Lee. I would put this one up against Toy Biz Saruman for likeness. And, you know, not that the Toy Biz stuff was great for likenesses, but they were pretty good. Pretty passable, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what other praise I can give this figure. I really like it. Even the cape is, you know, usually soft goods stuff is, you know, not great at all. But I think they did a pretty good job with the soft goods for this. It tucks out of the way well. It'll do almost anything you want it to do except pose, because it doesn't have any wire in it. That's really the only thing this figure is missing. Maybe a hand with some force lightning. Other than that, this is probably one of the most perfect Black Series figures that I own. That does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.